Are the Giants going to make a move for a wide receiver? Are they going to make a trade? Are they just going to sign somebody? You guys let me know what you think about that down in the comments. Now, this is obvious, but the reason why we're talking about this is because, well, Malik Neighbors is going to be out for the rest of the season. And I wonder what this means for Jackson Dart's development, Malik Neighbors, and for his development for that matter. Malik Neighbors is one of the best young talents in the NFL, and he's hard to replace. Last year, he showed you how damn good he was. He had one of the best seasons for a Giants wide receiver of all time, and maybe this year he was going to rival that or be even better. Well, now we'll never know. And where do the Giants go from here? Of course, they have some guys, Darius Slayton, Wan'Dale Robinson. Do you trust Jalen Hyatt? Like, are you going to go out there and really trust him to be your number 3? I don't know. I don't think you do. So then, do we trade for somebody? Can we go and trade for somebody? Here's what I think, and it's obvious. But what I think is this. I don't think the Giants are in a place to go and unload more draft capital. I just really don't. I don't think they should. I don't think they're in a place to do so. They traded their second-round pick for Jackson Dart in last year's draft. I don't think that it would be smart for them to trade even more, especially since this is kind of a rebuilding year still. It's still a rebuilding year. Now, we could go into next week, play the Saints, and win, go 2-3. That's great, but then what happens when you face the Eagles out of the next 3 weeks after that? It probably won't be very good. And that's where I wonder how well Jackson Dart is going to play. I wonder how well that Giant defense is going to play. But what we do know is this: you can't just roll over. You need to go out and get somebody. So is trading for a wide receiver something that the Giants should do? I don't think so. I don't think that's the move. But there are some guys out there who could be of help, and I think who could be better options over what we have when it comes to even a number 3 wide receiver. You're not going to go out and grab a number 1. It's not there. But you could go out and get somebody with experience and give somebody another opportunity. That's just where we are right now. And Deontay Johnson, former Pittsburgh Steeler, former All-Pro, Pro Bowler. He spent last year with 3 teams, the Panthers, Ravens, and the Texans. Do you go and take a flyer out on him? I mean, does he still have it in the tank? Between 3 teams and 12 games, he was targeted 67 times, 33 grabs, 375 receiving yards, 3 receiving touchdowns. That was all with Carolina. So I don't know. I don't know if he's the option, but he's trying to find a home. How about Robert Woods? Robert Woods spent time with the Texans last year, played in 13 games for them. He caught 20 balls, 203 yards, no touchdowns. And then there's the obvious name. There's the name that a lot of people in the media are talking about and saying, hey, maybe the Giants could give him an opportunity. And that's former New York Giant, Odell Beckham. And I know some people say, oh, he's cooked, he's this, he's that. But I wouldn't mind trying to give him an opportunity here. Listen, if he comes in and he's not good, that's better than not finding out. It's not like he's taking playing time away from somebody, because he's not. I'm a big Jalen Hyatt fan. I was. Something's not clicking with him. It's year 3. Something's not clicking with Hyatt. It is what it is. Do you go and get Isaiah Hodgins off the practice squad? He's on someone's practice squad right now. Do you go and grab him just because familiarity with the head coach, with the team? I don't know. Maybe. That won't be a bad move either. I really like Hodgins while he was here. But there's not many options. There's just not. When you lose one of the best receivers in the NFL, it's going to be tough to replace him. And it's not like the Giants were a receiver away from doing something, from making something happen, from being a spoiler, from winning a Super Bowl even. I mean, this team wasn't a move away from doing that. So are you just going to go and trade away a valuable piece for a wide receiver when you're not even close to being a complete product yourself? I don't think that's not the right move. I saw somebody say, hey, trade Kayvon. Forget that. Kayvon, first of all, is looking really good. I'm not moving him. I'd rather extend the guy. I'm not moving Kayvon. No chance. Especially if he could torture the backfield alongside Abdul Carter and Brian Burns. I mean, look at Abdul Carter. Look what he did this past week. He was fantastic against the Chargers. It's funny when you use a kid in his correct position, how damn good he is. And he was awesome. But that doesn't mean go and trade Kayvon. It's not what that means. I wouldn't do it if I'm the Giants. Truly, I wouldn't. But they should do something. I think they will do something, but it won't be that thing that Giants fans want. It won't be, hey, going and trading for a true wide receiver number one. They're not going to do that. They don't have the capital to do it. And even if they did in a rebuilding season, should you really buy it right now? You're 1-3, and then you have the Eagles after this week. After the Saints, you have the Eagles 2 of the next 3. And they're a much better team than you are. There's really no reason to go out and give up assets to go and grab a number one receiver when you're not a number one receiver away. The Giants aren't. I wish they were, but they're not. If anything, you want Malik Neighbors on this team, and you want to grab somebody else. That's what you want to do. But unfortunately, that's not the position the Giants are in. It sucks. But it's just the truth. We'll see what ends up happening. We'll see if they end up flirting with the idea of bringing in a guy like Odell Beckham, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with bringing him in. Just bring him home. Have him retire as a Giant. According to him, he didn't even want to leave here anyway. So bring him in here. Have him retire as a New York Giant. I'm all for that. I have no ill will towards Odell. He was a stud while he was here. Is he that anymore? No, of course not. Of course he's not that. But we're not expecting him to be that. What if he could come here, play some valuable football with us, and help Jackson Dart grow? What if he could do that? Maybe. And I don't think that's crazy either. So Odell Beckham, I welcome him if the Giants are going to go and get him. But if anybody really wants a true number one wide receiver, it's not going to happen. They're not going to make that move. They're just not going to do it. If Joe Shane all of a sudden had his back against the wall, which he should, and it's like, oh no, I might leave the team, I might get fired, why not unload assets? But that might not be the case with him. He might be back next year if Dable's not back. He might be back. So if Dable's gone, Shane might be here too. So, and not a lot of people want to hear that. But listen, I want to know what you guys have to say down in the comments. Is there a wide receiver that you want, that you think is the best fit for this team? Should the Giants go out and trade for a wide receiver? Let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully, we're able to go 2-3 on Sunday and then make it a game that Thursday against the Eagles. I hope so. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care.